Every girl up here has their own story, and none of them are pleasant. Our girls have been through different types of abuse. They've been sexually abused, physically abused, neglected, passed around from family member to family member, and then foster home to foster home. And they've been hurt by everybody who should have been taking care of them.
They may have a parent who allows them to be sexually abused. You may have a parent who provides them with drugs. I mean, there are just so many horrible things that as a parent you wouldn't think a parent would do things like that. And sometimes it isn't just the parents, sometimes it's extended family members.
I don't know how you mentally recover from that. I don't know how, honestly, just from my beliefs, without the grace of God, that you can overcome that.
Hope Hill, a children's home, a treatment center. For over 50 years, thousands of children have found shelter and support in these houses and have walked these grounds. Hope Hill is a ministry that continues to provide a safe place where hurting young lives can be salvaged to become productive young adults. Won't you join us?
It's interesting that we are in Hope, Kentucky, when it's exactly what we're doing. We're rebuilding this hope. I mean, every child, you've never met one who didn't have hope in something, who didn't want to be an astronaut. I mean, how many actually become an astronaut? That's the bottom line. That is the foundation of Hope Hill, is restoring this hope in them, because there is a future for them, and God has a plan for them. And it's perfect in every way. Now, there'll be some things that aren't, like what they've gone through, but that doesn't mean just because you deviate from the road, you can't get back on it.
They need relationships, I think. Relationships with other people that'll love them for who they are, not for what they can become. Love them just because of who they are.
And so we try to model that for them as well, as staff here, to love them unconditionally, but to let them know God loves them and that God will forgive them and God can bring healing to them.
We want to make them sound in mind, body, and spirit. And so to do that, you have to challenge them, one, but you also have to provide them with opportunities to show that, you know, they really can accomplish things.
A lot of the girls, when they come to us, they have not had success academically. And it's real important that we help them find some success. It's not that they don't have the intellect to do that, it's they haven't had those building blocks. So when they start finding a little bit of success, then we find it gives them some encouragement. This young lady was with us for almost 2 years. She was drug, alcohol abuse, you know, and she struggled, and we weren't sure how this young lady was going to get through because she struggled a lot. She left last fall, finished her diploma here, and I got a call the other day and she said, "Miss Loretta, will you come and watch me graduate? I'm graduating with an AA degree, you know, in nursing, and getting ready to go back to do my bachelor's degree." You know, and that's awesome. That doesn't happen often out of treatment facilities. That's awesome. That's God. That's a God thing.
We have the equine program, where it's something most of our kids are from an urban background, have never even been around horses, and have never had a parent who pushed them to be successful in anything, or said that, you know what, I believe in you, you can do that. And that's one of the things we're trying to do with them, is instill that confidence back into their lives that for many times has never been there.
So out here they come in and sometimes they're really defeated. I can't do that, Miss Allison. I don't feel like I can ever do that. You know, I see Sarah doing that, but I don't think I can do that. And that's where we build them up. And we do that through grooming, through tacking, through groundwork. And we have their confidence built up. And once we gain their confidence, our horses do the rest of the work. And once they realize that they've gained some of that control and they're able to communicate clearly with that horse, then they become, we start seeing them change not only as riders, but as people outside of the equine program.
Yeah, our girls are young ladies who are at the end of the rope. We're talking about kids who are really at the end of the rope. And people realize that adults hit hard times and adults are struggling, but these are kids who don't have any of the coping skills or any of the resources that normal adults have. And they're struggling just to hang on day to day. And when you talk with our young ladies when they come here about what do you expect out of your life, they don't expect anything. You know, they're just trying to get through, and they're not even thinking about having a positive future. They're just thinking about how do you get rid of all the hurt.
We're good stewards of what we have. You know, yes, we have less than we used to have. Yes, the state's going to pay us less. And yes, even people are giving less because of the economy. But it doesn't mean you stop going hard. These children deserve every opportunity. They deserve every resource that we can give them. These children are no different than my daughter at home right now. You know, God doesn't love them any less.
We have a lot of needs here, and some of the needs we have is for financial support. We need funding for our school. Our school is very crowded, small. We just don't have enough space.
As a board member, one of my biggest concerns is having really good staff and being able to pay the staff a good wage. Because these girls deserve consistency. They deserve to have the same people in their lives day after day after day, just like a child might have in their own home.
We're trying to get an art teacher out here, somebody to do music regularly with the girls, things that a normal high school student might be annoyed with, that they may not want to do those things. It's a privilege, really, to be able to participate in a program like that.
But again, that takes money. So again, we need help.
The Wellness Center, of course, will be very vital, a place that will be where we have seminars and graduations and all these wonderful things that, you know, we look forward to and that we celebrate. But for those in the community, I want to stress to them that this is more important than just some building four walls. This is going to be a place where children can get healthy, mind, body, and spirit.
You'll see anytime you come out here and it's a nice day, there's girls outside. They want to play outside and they want to move. But in the winter, they can't be out here and they need a facility to be able to run and play because they are kind of secluded up here, and it's a beautiful place and a nice place to be. But they need the right facilities here so that they can not just exercise their mind and learn boundaries, but to be able to exercise their bodies and to be able to participate in things that normal teenagers get to participate in.
Most of our kids have exposed to some type of trauma. Well, we know that trauma affects the brain, and matter of fact, it actually shrinks their brain. And so there's some exercises, repetition exercises, that can help improve that, as well as relationship. And so that's why it's vital that they get exercise, activity, repetition activity on a daily basis. And so again, not having the place to do that year-round is really impact us and be able to bring them that healing that they need.
These are exciting and challenging times for Hope Hill Children's Home. Over 50 years ago, our founder, Ruby Kitchen, most likely never dreamed that the home would grow into a comprehensive treatment facility that it is today. As the need for treating hurting children grows, Hope Hill must also continue to reinvest in our facilities and programs in order to meet this ever-increasing demand. The leadership of Hope Hill is very proud to be building 3 new classrooms and the John and Linda Shuey Wellness Center. These additions will take on a crucial role in our daily activities and the treatment of the youth. The Board of Directors is fully committed to this campaign, but our funds are limited. We cannot do this alone. To continue our mission, we need support from foundations, local corporations, individual donors, churches, and our outlying communities. You can help us prepare for the future and enhance the treatment for these very precious children. Please consider investing in the life of a child and enable Hope Hill Children's Home to continue to rebuild hope and restore faith in the lives of hurting children.
These are not the ultimate chapters of their life. There are new chapters that can be written, and they can be written in a different pen and a different script.
I mean, it is a ministry, and it's not just lives we're changing, we are changing the future. People talk about if you just change one person's life, then you've done a great job. One person's not enough. You know, I mean, there are hundreds of these young ladies, and they come in year after year, and there's more not getting help. You know, it's just how it is. You reach in, you touch one, you touch that person's sibling, that person's future spouse, their neighbors. These kids will be your daycare workers in the future. You know, I mean, you're transforming the world.
When people come out here to see what we do, they may just, we just want to take a tour, and they take a tour and they see what we do. They almost always want to come back. So I guess my thoughts are to encourage people. If you've ever wondered about Hope Hill and what we do out here, come see and come meet some of the girls. And I guarantee you'll want to help. You'll want to come back.
These girls did not ask to be homeless, scared, or hungry every day. They need a safe place. Open your hearts and give them hope. Hope Hill Children's Home.